how do I feel about text-friendly movies? Well, I do have some thoughts on this. If you are texting through Twitter, it may not be such a bad idea. Now, you're sitting there, you're watching your movie. As long as you're not sitting there giggling, laughing, speaking out loud, or doing anything like that, texting is really kind of silent. I mean, you hear the clicks of the cell phone, but really it's not that big a deal. As long as the cell phone wasn't so lit up like a Christmas tree that you couldn't see the movie because of the light that was coming off the cell phone, I don't see that as a major problem. What could actually benefit theaters, and particularly Hollywood in general, is while you're watching the movie, you could actually text what you thought of each and every scene. And that way you can give almost instantaneous feedback to Hollywood, saying this is what we liked about the film, this is what we didn't like about the film, so on and so forth, so that Hollywood would get a better idea of what people do and do not like and make better movies that way. I think they really could make better movies that way if they were getting that kind of instantaneous feedback. And hopefully we'd be able to see movies in the movie theater that would be worth watching, worth our money. So that's kind of the way I think. So as long as the cell phones didn't have so much light that you couldn't see the movie, and so long as people weren't giggling or talking out loud while they were texting, and as long as the cell phone itself didn't make a ton of noise while they were doing it, I think it's a great idea, especially if you were texting through Twitter at the moment you were watching the movie. You could say, I like this scene, I didn't like that scene, da-da-da-da-da, and so on and so forth, and it would give Hollywood some instantaneous feedback to see if one of their movies that they just released was a good one or something they should just pull out right away. So it might improve the entire movie experience. So I think under certain types of conditions, I think it'd be a great idea. Better than texting and driving, I can tell you that. So that's the way I see it. Hopefully you see it the same way. I will tell you more in a future video, so stay tuned.